This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakradash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well, teaching this truth in its entirety. It's your brother Kalab, also go by Hope, Grace, and Mercy. And I just wanted to do a quick video about a dream that I had last night. Just to get straight into it, me and my son, for some reason, we was living inside of a hotel room. And in the hotel room that we was living in, it was big enough for us to, have all the space we need. Because my son, he 18 now. And I would notice that it was a Eve living next door. And my son didn't notice her, but I knew she lived next door. And one day I come out the room and my son is talking to her at the front door, and she's standing at her front door, and they chatting back and forth, like, because her room was close to ours, but the hotel was set up kind of like an apartment. And when I seen my son talking to her, she saw me coming, and she hurried up and ran inside of her apartment. And I started to tell her, like, hey, you ain't gotta run when I come around. It's all good, And later on that day, fast forwarded, it was morning time. Then it went to the evening, and my son was outside cleaning out the car. And for some reason, I had my sister's car, And I said, hey, what you got going? He was like, I'm just cleaning the car out because we gonna go get some food later. And the girl said that she was just living there temporarily because she in the military and she finna get ready to go active duty. But something didn't sit right with me, because as I walked to the car, I noticed she had some things on her patio that showed that it indicated she been living there for a long time. And right when I turned to my son to explain it to him, like, I don't know, something up with this chick, another chick came around the corner and said to her, are they at your door? And the girl didn't say anything, and instantly it was troops everywhere, but it was like the UN troops, with the blue hats, with the blue UN uniforms, kind of like the picture that I have, for the video. And they looked like Jakes, but you could tell they wasn't, because their language, their accents, majority of them seemed like they was ham, and they was mean as hell. Like they had zero patience, yelling, giving orders and stuff. So I gave my son the notion, like, hey, let's get back to the room. And as we was walking back to the room, you could see them going door to door, knocking on every door, beating on every door. And like they would move on and no one would answer. So I was like, let's get in and just lock the door. And right when we was going into our room, one of the UN troops started yelling and stuff, trying to question us. And before you know it, it was more of them standing at our door. So, they backed us into the room, with their weapons and stuff. And I didn't see my son, but eventually he came in behind me. And the strange thing that happened next was, it was kind of like they was security, because after they got us inside our room, these two Chinese people came in, and they had food in their hand, and the lady poured it on the ground, and she wanted me to bend the knee, to eat the food off the floor, and something just didn't sit right, I ain't eating nothing off the floor, myself, so ain't nobody finna instruct me to eat off no floor. But right when she told me to, bend the knee, some told me to run. The troops, they was occupied arguing and stuff. And when I started running, I ran by them so fast. It's like they didn't even know I ran by. But when they noticed that I was gone, everybody was chasing me. It felt like I was running slow. You know, in your dream, you can't run as fast as you want to, but it felt like I was running slow. But when I look back, I was moving so fast, they just stopped chasing me. Like, it's no way that they could catch me. But I noticed my son wasn't with me. So I turned the corner. I was getting ready to jump over somebody's balcony, but I seen other troops from afar doing the same thing, going from house to house. And the crazy part about it, I seen these two Jakes. They was smoking. They was sitting down next to a car smoking weed, and like they had not a care in the world. Like all hope was gone. Like they knew that they didn't stand a chance. So I realized that my son wasn't with me, and I had my phone, and I remember like I had the location of turned on his phone so I could see where he at. But when I looked at my phone to see his location, I called him. The phone just called him. And I asked him, where you at? And he said, they moved me to an interrogation room, Dad. He said, there's 20 men in here interrogating me. And I can hear it in his voice, you know, that he was afraid. And, you know, I put my head down, and before I can tell him, remember the names, I woke up. The dream just ended. All right, let me grab this precept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 56, starting at verse 3. And it reads, but when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. I praise Yahweh thy power for what he has promised. I trust in Yahweh thy power, so why should I be afraid? What can mere mortals do to me? We know we standing behind enemy lines, and we know, like as the scripture says, that this devil is gonna come in like a flood because he know he have but a short time, you know. But having the names, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, just being able to call on these names in the times that we in right now. So in the times that we coming into, you know, all we got to do is continue to stick to the script. When all hell is breaking loose, we going to be in the midst of it, you know. But we still depending on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We going to depend on him wholeheartedly. And when we stripped of everything, you know, we ain't got nothing, you know what I'm saying, backs against the walls, you know, continuing to call on the names and continuing to believe on the names, you know, that's all we can do. But the beautiful part about it is that that's all we need. You know, we don't need no ammunition. We don't need no large number of men to back us up. You know what I'm saying? All we need is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And we gonna be all right. Lord willing, we're a part of that number. All right. So that's a, you know, quick testimony of the dream that I had last night. Wanted to get it out there before, you know, I forget about it. All right, I'm going to end it off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.